On this episode of Not Well, we talk about dumbass Donald Trump.
And stupid McGagas.
And stupid ass DJ Tanner from Full House.
And what the hell are breakfast bagels?
And have you ever soaked before? And I'm not talking about in the bath.
Did you kiss your dead grandmother goodbye?
Did you kiss your grandmother goodbye?
Did you kiss your grandmother goodbye in this rotunda?
Or did you tell her what suck it means? All this
and more.
And more, because we rip on a lot of different things.
Let's go.
Cover up your puss.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Not Well. I'm Bobby.
I'm Jim.
Welcome to hell. Welcome back.
It was a choice to record here.
Well,
I'm 3 feet away from Bobby because I'm in a... We're just cozy on the couch for Christmas.
just gonna block all my body.
Okay, I'll do this.
Oh, you're gonna sit on your knees.
I didn't want to break the couch any more than you already have, but
Oh,
we'll do
great.
that.
Here we go, Mr. Pottery Barn trying to...
Crate and barrel. And there's certainly a dent.
Oh, that's sad. Michael gets so mad at me.
Because of the cushions, with the dents in the cushions. Does he also say that? Yeah, same.
Well, cool. Then I guess I can't live.
I'm like, we need to sit less on this one and more over there. Because I am just looking at dents in our fucking cushions like all the time. And I'm like,
yeah, when you
putting these
no,
here.
it's when you pick a spot though, honey. It's called living.
Let me
I'm
live.
so sick of this shit. Like, oh, we went to Pottery Barn.
Crate and barrel
we went
once
to Crate
again.
and Barrel.
I think you're the one going to Pottery Barn.
And Taylor Loft. Like, I don't need any of this fucking
Loft. Chico's.
and Taylor.
Chico's Petite. Talbot's Petites.
Last week was a shit show. Welcome to Gay Brunch.
We've got to apologize. No, we don't really have to apologize.
We're not apologizing.
That's how gay brunches are.
Honestly, I think we should start inviting listeners to come over for Gay Brunch. Like, have like a select few that live here.
No, they need to experience it.
Like 4 people, and then we all sit
it's
around.
Something else. Like, it's really.
They can actually sit in the hot tub, and we just record.
Off your whole week. Like, your whole week is prepared if you go to a gay brunch.
Now, it also is thrown a little bit, and also you might be sitting in a hot tub full of COVID. But other than that, it's been great. We're here live because Michael has been sick, but also I like switching up. I like being on the road.
I forgot Michael is sick.
Well, he's over it now. It's been 5 days, and he hasn't had a fever, and he actually sounds way better.
Yeah, he should be masking everywhere he is, but
he is.
So we did
sorry.
have quite a brunch last week. We want to apologize to our haters who do not like the fact that we were looking into the sun briefly, even though we don't control nature.
I think it's really funny that there was a professional on
TikTok
that said, yeah.
What was he telling you?
He goes, why are you something about the light or the exposure? And I'm like, we're doing it on purpose because we were drunk and like we were laughing about it.
We were in the
laughing
backyard.
about it.
We're
like,
in the backyard. What do you want me to do?
The
Get
sun
a cloud out?
Right. So then I'm like, okay. He's like, well, why don't you use a filter? Why don't you do this? And
what is a filter? What?
I'm like,
a
okay.
filter is not going to protect.
So I'm an amateur, right? This is an indie podcast. This is an indie recording. This is indie everything.
If you couldn't tell by now, he's an amateur.
Okay. So that being said, this guy was like, I'm in the union. The camera union.
The fuck?
And I said back to him, I go, this is a weird flex though, because if you're a professional, you would think you'd be nicer to people who are just trying to start. Like, I mean, yeah, we've been doing it for a while, but like the video part is hard. Like there's a lot to learn. There's lights, there's camera, there's action. But if you're going to be part of a union, why are you coming at people on TikTok?
Well, that's a good question. Like, is he really like hunting out videos that he can criticize?
I think so.
Is he bored?
Yeah, bored.
A lot of people are bored with
it. And
their
it's always the ones
lives.
with no pictures. I'm like,
oh yeah. You look them up, you're like, so you aren't really a person.
It's always those. And it always gets me, but
it's a bot.
I also interacted though, because when you interact on posts, more people come.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So the more times that people save your video, the more times people share your video, like it, comment.
You've got
the algorithm. The algorithm starts spinning. Oh, people are liking this, so we're going to spit it to more people and more people. That's how you went viral for your DC video.
Oh, DC. Oh, when I fucked that senator. Okay.
When you fucked the senator.
I forgot that I did that.
So we got to get.
I'm famous.
Yeah, we got to get your pussy out more.
Well, that's what I was trying to do tonight, but we'll see how it goes.
I mean, it's only. First of all, I got here at 5:30, and you were like, let's go get drinks. Let's go. And I'm like, you're like, the neighbors are still home. They said they weren't gonna be home. I'm like, girl, it's dark, but like, it's because it's only 5:30.
Bobby tried to spy on my neighbor Mason, so I had to point that out.
Honestly,
he wants to see Mason's dick.
I do. I don't care. I want to see it.
And if Mason is listening, you know that I probably do too.
This is a safe space.
And this is a safe space.
We are in a safe space.
All sizes, shapes, we're fine with them.
Clearly.
As long as it's pink.
And I think it might be. I saw little freckles on the note. So anyway,
Bobby came over here, so that's why we're here.
This
is my house. We had some Thai. We're full. Some of us are full. Some of us didn't eat their chicken.
That was a dig.
Some of us didn't eat their chicken.
$3 more for chicken.
$3 per dish. So that's $6 total.
Well, I'll give you a fucking Venmo.
Listeners, do we feel that that's true? Okay, we know the answer to that.
We'll find out later. I'll buy your first drink.
Half of a drink at AWOL because they're $13.
Are they really?
I don't know, actually. I thought gay bar
I
drinks
thought
were
if you
expensive.
didn't show your hole, you got a half off.
If you didn't show your hole.
Yeah, they encourage you not to show your hole there.
Oh,
They want you to tape it off. They want you to tape your hole. We talked about this last week.
Is that real though? Do they supply tape?
I don't know.
I'm
never
not
been
taping my asshole.
Imagine.
Like literally, I'm like, do they have tape there? Because what am I gonna do?
I always picture like yellow, like masking tape or something. Like that would hurt.
the old school tape.
Yeah, tape.
Tape brought to you by Pinworms. Tape.
We have a lot to talk about.
I have something that we have to circle back because we're not really dumb. So gay brunch last week, we talked about it. It was terrible. It exacted a toll on my body.
I went to bed at 7.
So there's that. I didn't. I had to go to a musical that night. I went to the closing show of Hairspray, brought to you by our local fan favorite, Nina West, who hasn't been local for 3 years.
So is she local anymore?
She's not local.
Our
but she
Instagram-
pretends she's from Columbus, but from is so distant that people forgot. So Nina West came back, did the show Hairspray. Let's just say me and Sabrina, we left at the intermission. Because we were bored out of our fucking minds.
I mean, you said going in that you were over the story as it is, so I feel like you kind of set it up that way.
I didn't. I really was hoping for something new, something fresh, something brought to it that's like, wow. It was
a man in a dress. And
Sabrina turned to me at the intermission. We were like, do you have to go to the bathroom? And she's like, no, not really. I was like, yeah, me neither. And then I said, do you want to get another drink here? And she's like, I mean, she goes, not really here. And so basically that meant go grab the coats. So I ran back inside, grabbed the coats. We ran away. It was just.
But was Nina?
She goes, it was cute.
Now was Nina like?
No, Nina was overacting. Like the jokes were just like trying to be so jokey that you had like it was like a forced laugh. Like you're like,
I'm not trying to rip on anybody. And honestly, I'm really proud of her, and I really do like her. The thing that really bothers me though is that, and I don't, I get it. It's like show business, right? But like the minute she got on RuPaul, the attitude and the way we talk, the way we do our makeup, the way we do our hair, the way we talk,
the way we act.
Like when she came back, they were going to do an ice challenge and she was like, no.
She freaked out. She was on stage. She's
Yeah,
like,
we were there. Yeah. And so
I'm like, used to win every single one of those.
Like you used to be the shit. And you still are. You're there still. And I know you're making your money, so go do it. But also, like, how amazing would it be if you decide to put on a fucking Halloween show next year? Like your old school Halloween.
Like an actual or Christmas show.
Christmas even.
Like, do we even support our mother, Virginia? Do we even go do we go to District West at all? I've never seen her there.
I don't know if she's allowed.
Oh,
because she's contractually obligated to go to only certain bars that
I didn't know
her contract tells her to go. So that's also it. She signed her life away. They were probably like, okay, we'll give you $1 million. Here's your $1 million. But you need to
million.
Oh, she's making a lot of money.
Really? Have you seen her?
Have you seen how many people were at the theater? Have you seen how they advertise the show?
Local theater company.
I mean, she's been on tour for.
I mean, tickets were a quarter of the price of what Hamilton was. So I mean, I know they're making money, but they're not making money at this show. It's kind of like Hairspray.
I mean, yeah, I don't really know. Honestly, I don't really care.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
We wish her the best. We wish her the best. But I left, and then the night continued. I was like, why don't we go elsewhere? So
how
we
did
went
you
to
keep
Slammer.
going?
We went to Slammers. We listened to some terrible karaoke. I got pizza. I came home. That was my Sunday night. While you were in bed for like 4 hours, I was out gallivanting.
Literally, I accidentally took another edible, I think.
Yes, you did.
Towards the end.
Probably.
And you, like, right before we were done, I don't know what it was, but all of a sudden I took one and I was like, sometimes when you get really high, your eyes, like, feel like they're sandpaper and your mouth, you're like cotton mouth, obviously. What?
I just remember we had like a whole 15-minute segment on one episode about you talking about cotton mouth. And it was
Well, that's how I was. I was like, I can't even fucking move. And then I was like, I gotta go to bed.
Okay.
So that was me last Sunday. So we're back. We're better than ever. We're actually not even drinking right now, which is very
We're not
bizarre.
drinking.
I'm not
He's
high.
not doing drugs. We're trying to
We're just bringing this one back.
We got
We're reeling it
visited
in.
by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day
did.
Saints, and we really feel like
I feel like I'm shiny right now.
he made me put a hat on because he said I was shiny.
Well, you're gonna thank me later, bitch.
I was like, what are we supposed to do about you?
So I have things I want to talk about. I don't know how we want to go about this because there's just a lot. I mean, for starters, let's just let the cat out of the bag. Grindr is now on the stock market.
Which to me is like,
It was January 21st. I keep track of all this stuff. And,
It's on a spreadsheet.
I do have a spreadsheet.
How many feet away were you?
I don't know.
Like 30 feet away.
I was the first one that reached out.
I was like, oh my gosh. Okay.
I was on Grindr looking for love, and then I ended up finding not love. I found a friend.
A different kind of love. With queer love, there's never been rules. You can truly just make whatever special and unique type of connection and relationship you'd like to.
It's like, I can love you and I can love you and we can love each other and have a relationship and that be okay.
how mainstream are they trying to go? Because there's things on there that are not going to be
They're ready to be
mainstream.
like Match.com.
It's not going to work. And the
Also,
reason
though-
is the audience. Look at the audience.
But here's the thing, okay?
There are women, though, on Grindr.
Well, I just thought
I'm
of
looking for the bisexual man.
It's like,
there.
that's not...
Honestly,
that's fine, but like...
here's what I think is interesting, though, that could spur from this. A lot of straight men are stupid. We've talked about this, right? A lot of straight men are curious, though. A lot of straight men don't know that there's a thing called Grindr, but now they do.
Oh,
so
wait, are you saying...
this might triple the amount of people that are on Grindr, also raising their prices, their stock prices. So everybody buy. I think what the
But
gays
how
need
long
to do-
are they going to stay? I mean, how many handies from a guy can they get before they're like, okay, I'm gay?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. And it'll be everybody converted and be like, oh my God. Nah.
Is this all about converting straight people? Is that why Grindr went public? To grow
the master
ranks?
plan is going quite smoothly.
We're growing the ranks of the gays.
And we're about to codify.
No, I made that up. Codify.
In the Senate.
Yes.
The marriage equality bill.
Which is also like kind of a...
Codify.
And it's not really as great as we think it is because it doesn't actually make states recognize gay marriage. Like,
So the states could say,
Kentucky
sorry.
can say like, we're not going to hand out licenses.
Remember
for gay
that
marriage.
dumb bitch in Kentucky that wouldn't give out the fucking...
Right, so
what
they
was her
can do
name?
that. Oh, Karen. I mean, it's like she looked like a Karen. She had like
She's
long,
like the Lord.
ratty gray hair. She was like one of those uber Christians, pretend Christians.
Probably a Trumper, which I'm sure
yeah, for
she's,
sure.
she's super happy.
she probably got shot at the Capitol storming it. Big loss.
Susan Davis.
That sounds
Something
right.
like that.
Betty Davis.
Betty Davis. Something that we're not going to talk about. She's probably pretty happy, though, because Trump also has announced that he's running for president again.
Yeah, we're back.
In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States. Together, we will be taking on the most corrupt forces and entrenched interests imaginable. Our country is in a horrible state. We're in grave trouble. This is not a task for a politician or a conventional candidate. This is a task for a great movement. Let's be happy. But she's on her way to another country right now. She's been fired. But we always have known that this was not the end. It was only the beginning of our fight to rescue the American dream. And it's a word you don't use, 2 words. I don't want to be Joe. It's 2 words, American dream. That was not good what he did. There are a lot of bad things like going to Idaho and saying, welcome to the state of Florida. I really love it.
Back at this. I feel like it's deja vu
just
all
like
over
tired.
again.
It's tired. I think everybody else is tired too. And honestly, I've talked to some Republicans. They're like, this is stupid. A lot of Republicans, I'm really sorry to say this,
They've
but
moved on.
Trump is going to ruin this party.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad about it, obviously, but
it's going to be
it's
great to
splitting 'em.
watch
It's gonna
because
split the fuck
there's
out of
the
'em.
hardcore Trump people who are not going to give
They're
him
not
up.
gonna.
They're not going to give him up.
He fucking won the 2020 election.
So unless these Republicans then decide again to go vote
Yes.
again, and they're not, I don't think they're going to this time. There's a lot of Liz
Yeah.
Cheney Republicans now. Like Liz Cheney will
Yes.
never vote for Trump again. So actually, she said she would leave the Republican Party if he was the nominee. So
Good. Bring him over to the Democrats. I would love. It's just going to be like horrible, excruciating, painful, but also kind of funny and kind of like, oh my, look at their disaster. What have they done? They're tearing each other apart. Oh no.
it's a full train wreck.
Oh no.
Everything's a full train wreck, and honestly, he has a new slogan though. It's not. It's
What is?
not,
Oh no.
It's Magaga.
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 MAGAGA or MAGAGA. Yeah. Make America great and glorious again. Make America great and glorious again. So we couldn't even come up with a new slogan.
Magaga.
I said the same thing. I said, first of all,
Like what the fuck?
I wrote Gaga equals lady equals for the gays only. Gag equals gaga me. I don't know. I was probably on edibles.
Yeah, I was like that last part.
It's just
Magaga.
his own daughter isn't going to be a part of it now. So it's
She was
just
like,
kinda
I think I'm going to focus on my private life.
as
Like
she
you're a
should.
dumb bitch. Like don't ever.
How are you so?
Yeah.
And the fucked up part about this is that it's going to make Biden want to run again.
And that's the saddest part is we're going to have an
watching two old
82-year-old
men.
man. Yeah, the 82-year-old man is going to try to beat up on the orange Cheeto 80-year-old. Yeah.
Honestly, I want Pete Buttigieg.
Oh, I know. You want Daddy Pete with a beard though. If he doesn't have a beard when he runs, I'm not voting for him.
Yeah, that cleft needs to be covered.
Because Chasten will not allow it. Chasten will get pissed.
Where's Chasten been? We have not heard.
Or is it
he's-
Chasten? Are you saying it wrong? Because I said it wrong.
We all, yeah.
Which one is
it's
it?
Chastain.
Chasten.
Chastain.
I think it's Chasten.
I think it's Chastain.
You were saying it wrong on purpose.
No. He's been taking care of the twins. So
Oh,
he's
that's
playing
right.
mom. So
I
he's going to
forgot.
walk around.
Pushes them in a stroller, goes to the park. Everyone get in the swings. Mommy has to go smoke.
It's like,
I'm going to push you in smoke because the wind's blowing. It's fine.
I am fucking dead. You know that bitch looks like Marble Menthol Ultralight 100s. Just, your daddy used to be a lot closer to me.
Yeah.
Now all I do is take care of you fucks.
I actually have some gossip. Speaking of smoking, this just came back to me.
Let's hear it, babe.
A lot
Let's
of the
hear it.
local gays already know, but I'm part of a volleyball league, gay volleyball league.
You're
and I
in
shouldn't
second
say
place in
gay
the finals, which is embarrassing.
Okay.
You're usually number one.
First of all, the people we lost to, though, three of them could absolutely destroy me in the parking lot. And I wouldn't care.
Your
So-
whole.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Not just
These
like beat
are
you up.
these are next level queers. No, but what
taking over.
happened? I noticed a lot of people come to the gay volleyball league drunk,
Interesting.
and now my team takes it seriously. Like we don't come fucked up. We play to win. That's when we tried. We were first place in the season, second place in the tournament. Let's not bring it up. Sore spot for
It's
some.
like a beer league, but there you are, like spiking it on people's faces and like getting
Yep.
real dead ass
But
serious.
I didn't realize it's not a beer league because most people don't drink, but then a lot of people do.
Well, a lot of gays are drunk all the time anyway.
I was gonna bring it up. Alcoholism in the gay community. Like I was reading on Twitter, there's this like guy.
It's not a joke.
Yeah, there was this bear who was like, and then I was getting angry with myself, and then I was drinking more to get rid of the anger, but then I was getting depressed, and then I'd be angry, I'm depressed again, then I would drink more, and he's like, as you know, it's easy to drink in the gay community. I was like, wait a minute.
Now did he?
It is.
Now did he post a picture going?
You're not supposed to do that right now. It's so
It's
classic.
like
We're gonna pull up so many gay profiles
I can't wait to
right
record
now.
tonight too. By the way, I'm recording everything.
Yeah,
at
we
the
have
bar.
to.
We're going to a
What is
cub,
it exactly?
Cub bash. I don't know. It's just a bunch of fucking gay fat people in a packed room.
The Cub Bash.
Just all doing this to each other.
Hey,
It's like, first of all,
I can't even do it, and I need
I can't
to be
either.
able to.
I'm too cute. When you're cute, you don't have to do that. That's the problem. They're just trying to reshape their face to be cute. Sorry. I
Or
said
hide
it.
the teeth. Now, we did have a little run in last week where a lot of teeth comments were being made
Oh yeah, I was in trouble.
around someone with not so great teeth. And I had to look at Bobby and do a little check there. I was
Actually,
like,
you did a check on me.
I was like, sir?
so like you know when people are bad at like your
was-
friends
I'm
checking
like-
you,
I'm like-
you go, I got a parentaled.
You got parental.
I got parented. Jim looks at me and goes, and I go, and he goes, and I'm like, but yeah, teeth aren't a big deal.
Yeah, you were like after being like, and he has the worst fucking teeth ever.
Have you seen this drag queen that just got porcelain veneers? Look how shitty her teeth were before. It's like,
and I was like, yeah, I don't think they looked good before or after. I was like, yeah, veneers aren't necessary. And then I'm thinking like,
yeah, they are.
I mean, for some people they really are.
Yeah.
Although but the reason that drag queen you're talking about, the local sex worker drag queen combo, which actually is another combo in Columbus.
There's
a lot of the drag queens are sex workers, but I found their secret Twitters. That's how I know. I found the secret Twitters. I found 3 of them on there.
Now, do the people know
they have
that there's
OnlyFans?
like an entire universe of alt Twitters out there in every city that you go to?
That's the secret, is that everyone you meet has an alt Twitter.
So you like try to look for freckles, you try to look for tattoos, you look for...
That's what I do. Teeth.
Same. Teeth.
I've looked at teeth. I've looked at teeth before, and I've been like, "That's that person." I know that's that. I know because they do the smile down or something. And
there's a group of I found the Columbus. Well, I won't say their names, but the Columbus. They were at camp, and the only reason I knew it was because I remember the guy was naked, and I saw his forearm while I was looking at his cock, and it had like a little like leprechaun, or he had a leprechaun thing somewhere. And he's a ginger, obviously, so that's why I was looking.
Oh my God, why?
And so I was on alt Twitter, and there's that leprechaun thing, and then I was like, up, and there's his boyfriend.
Can you please show me?
Yes.
Okay, good.
They like get their cocks out at a wall and like sit at the bar and like cocks out at the bar, and they take a picture, and it's like kind of hot.
Can I see it?
Jim, you're gonna see it. Trust me.
That's why we have to go tonight.
That's why we are. We're going to live our Wilton Manors dreams here locally. We
had a missed opportunity in Wilton. We really could have hoarded up a little more, but
the problem is that I actually honestly think
you were sick the whole time.
I think we had COVID.
You were actually ill the whole time. You had to have COVID. You had to have had to.
I did well though. Like I mean, I didn't sleep really. Like I normally do. Like we went out. We went to.
Yeah, I was gonna say you did more on this trip than you've ever done.
Right. That's my sleep apnea is like.
Yeah, that's what it is. I forgot.
Right, because in Austin, that's when I first started it, so I don't think it was ready yet.
You weren't primed.
But now I'm like ready. And now I know, also now I know if there's going to be a late night, I just got to be mature and not make it a long day.
Long day.
Anyway.
Wow. So what's new with you? What have you been up to this week? You've been working a lot, taking care of your dead husband or ill
Yeah,
husband.
I was a nurse. I'm really bad at it.
Did you find an outfit that fit? Like a slutty nurse outfit?
Oh, I just pranced around naked.
Oh.
And that's a little unsanitary. No, I'm a really bad nurse. Like, and also though, I noticed that my doctor husband is the worst patient. Though,
no,
I mean, it's like doctors are the worst. Like, he's the worst.
I'm feeling sick.
So he won't admit he's sick. He won't admit sick. He won't admit sick. And then all of a sudden, when he finally is defeated and he knows he has COVID because I made him fucking test, he's like, "Can you get me a water?" I'm like,
you were fine an hour ago. You were not going to test an hour ago.
On Wednesday, he cleaned the entire house, vacuumed, laundry, door handles, all of it. Okay. And then I come home and he can't move from the couch. And I'm sort of like, I get it. Like I really do enjoy helping out where I can. It's just the thing is he's not used to asking for help. There's certain people like I can ask for help. And you usually got to catch people when they're up already. Like you got to be like,
oh no, absolutely.
Hey, you're at the fridge.
I would never ask you to get up and get something.
This is what it was.
But it would wait till you go to the bathroom or go to,
I was halfway up the stairs and I was, can you get me some ice cream?
It's like,
I was literally standing at the freezer for about a fucking hour. And the minute I decided to go upstairs, can I get ice cream?
I love that ice cream too. Okay, of all things.
Well, his throat was hurting.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah, it was good.
I've never had ice cream for sore throat, but that's a good idea.
Throat? Sore throat. Oh, mic drop, babe.
About a month ago, there's this. You remember Wizard of Oz Pizza?
Remember?
So you go online, you go on Instagram, you'd have to sign up for your fucking pizza like a year ahead of time, and then get this like mediocre pizza.
No offense.
So, well, there's not enough sauce. So
they've actually made some improvements.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is better.
But
it's better, but it doesn't make up for all the sins they've committed. So I found this thing called Bear's Bagel.
Oh,
and Bear's Bagels. It's actually a
logo?
Mama Bear.
Bear's Bagel.
And so I like signed up. I got these bagels yesterday. They were amazing. But I got like rosemary and salt, like urban salt, and then like an everything. So I got 2 of each.
So much salt.
Yeah, but it's a bagel. It's good with that. Okay. What the fuck is
I'm more of a
this?
sesame queen. Go ahead.
I was going to say that, but that's still like a savory bagel. So I, this morning, leave the house before noon, which is, first of all, I should never do that if I'm off work. But I did to go pick up these bagels. I bring them back. Matt's already had breakfast. He doesn't want to have a fucking bagel. I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll eat one tomorrow. Tomorrow comes today. I'm up. I'm like, hey, you want to have a bagel? I want oatmeal.
Over a bagel?
I go, okay, well, like, you don't have to make the oatmeal because there's a bagel, so you can just have the bagel. I don't want that. I'm like, why won't you eat a fucking bagel for breakfast like normal people? Those aren't breakfast bagels.
He wants a raisin. He wants
a fucking blueberry bagel.
He wants blueberry.
He only wants a sweet bagel for breakfast. That's it. And I'm
a no
like,
for me.
Are you kidding me?
It's a no for me.
I said, those aren't even real flavors. Like, the Jews didn't make blueberry bagels.
Right. That
when
was
they
for
were,
the
like,
white people.
Yeah.
That's for the dumb people who they
like
need to have.
Panera's cinnamon crunch. Like, okay, it's amazing, but like, it's not like
It's not real.
It's not a traditional bagel. Like
Bagel's
a bagel
supposed to have
maker,
seasoning. It's like a plain
sesame,
thing.
plain,
Yes.
everything. These are our flavors.
Garlic. Like they have these things that
Yes.
stick on top, not cooked in.
Right. Birdies.
Birdies are hair.
That's a cardinal. That means it's 9 o'clock. We've got a birdie clock here, and he's gonna make fun of it. I'm sorry, people like nature.
No, I kind of like it actually. It's kind of soothing.
It means cardinal, 9 o'clock. You know, Blue Jay, 3 p.m.
So you know by the word, you know. Oh,
Yeah. Yep.
that's kind of a fun game.
Next is the sparrow.
His eyes was on the sparrow.
Is that a song?
The sparrow. And I know he watches me.
That's creepy as fuck.
It's cringe.
I know he watches me.
His
I know
eyes
he
on-
watches me.
What's like? Can you? Okay.
Can you imagine being God and just being like,
Being like,
well, Bobby's
"Ew,
jerking off
fuck.
again. Oh, he's
That
shitting for a
motherfucker."
5th time today.
Wow, he hasn't showered in 4 days.
Wow, I told him to eat 3 meals a day, but Bobby's at number 5.
the bare face again.
He's posting another bare face picture on Scruff.
Can you imagine? Grindr's a publicly traded company. Poor God. He's
Poor
like,
God.
He's like, what the fuck?
God's
is
like,
happening?
they really abandoned me. They put Google above me.
And Grindr. Bagels.
So
did he ever eat it?
No, he didn't try one. He won't eat one. I'm gonna have 2 more bagels tomorrow. That's my life. I try to do things together. I try to plan things. Sometimes it doesn't go well.
And okay, so this Bear Bagel though, it's like a secret place, or is it hard to get in, or like?
Bear's Bagels.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
You can only order online. I picked them up from a house in Hilliard. They bake them in a kitchen, but then they bring them to their home, and then you pick them up off the porch.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
look-
like underground.
I work in
underground.
Hilliard.
Oh, they're really good. They're really fucking good, actually. And they know
Well,
sparrows
that's his loss, honestly, because I think a good bagel goes a long way.
An amen to that. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.
Now, what do you had to say?
We got to talk about this dumb bitch, and it's not Demi Lovato this time.
It's always Demi.
It does start with, Candace Cameron Bure. Okay.
Candace Cameron,
So DJ Tanner from fucking Full House,
which I never watched, and now I'm glad I didn't. We weren't allowed to watch it. It came on at like 3:30, 4 p.m. every day
but
after
she's
school.
all about family.
We could not watch it.
It was inappropriate because Uncle Jesse was slinging that cock
I think
in
because
those
like
jeans.
someone was divorced and then someone like
yeah, they don't. Your parents don't do.
It
Divorce.
was a weird family arrangement, so it was like not traditional.
3 men were living in one house.
Right. So I
Weird.
was not allowed to watch it.
Yeah, because they knew you were already a faggot. They were like, this is going to really push him over the edge way too soon. We need to let him be closeted at least through college.
It didn't work.
It didn't work. So Candace Cameron Bure is, I guess, known for Full House, but also she's known for her spots on the Hallmark channel.
Hallmark
channel during Christmas.
Okay, which I also don't watch.
Me either, but she's been in apparently like 20 films. Well, she decided that she didn't want to be a part of Hallmark anymore because why?
I do Christmas almost all year round, just sharing the Christmas message of Jesus. I love having conversations with people who have differing opinions than me. It's the best because I want to hear how you feel about it.
Following Candace's departure from Hallmark Channel, the actress opened up about making the jump to a new Christian conservative network, Great American Family, telling WSJ Magazine that they will keep traditional marriage at the core.
I want you to be able to listen to how I feel about it, but I want you to say something that may make me change my mind.
Hillary Burton blasted the actress on Twitter, calling her a bigot and adding, "I don't remember Jesus liking hypocrites like Candy, but sure, make your money, honey. You ride that prejudice wave all the way to the bank."
Now that's a little extreme. I hope that it will remind them to take a moment this Christmas to slow down and just look at what's right in front of their eyes.
Because it's awful. I mean,
because
there's terrible movies.
They're finally putting out a gay love story Christmas thing with Jonathan Bennett from Mean Girls. And
is that the fat one?
No, the skinny one. It's Aaron Samuels. He's gay in real life. Anyway, we need to get you updated on some things.
No, but the gay one,
the hot one in the.
There's a gay one that
no, he's straight in the movie.
Oh, that's why I was like, I don't remember another gay character.
It's
like the crush.
Yes,
he's gay in real life.
Oh yeah, married.
What happened to him?
Rape.
That's unfortunate for him. He really should have stayed straight.
I know, but now he's annoying. He's like, oh, remember that movie I was in with Lindsay Lohan? I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. So we'll talk about her in a second as well. But anyway, so Candace Cameron Bure, here she is. She leaves Hallmark because she wants to do something different, more traditional. Okay, cool. She's had a run in. Okay. So she started this network, or I think she started it, or she's a part of it. I don't really know how. It's called Great American Family.
I know that the Holy Spirit it gives us the fruit of the Spirit when we're in Christ.
Great American Family.
I'm getting Trump vibes immediately.
Oh, immediately.
Magaga.
Now, gaff. Now, in the gay community, gaff is gay as fuck. For me, when I say you're gaff, you're gay as fuck.
That's
so the Gaff Network. Okay.
The Gay as Fuck Network is going to do traditional.
She wants to put
just
on
Christmas movies or like
all of it. They're not going to show any gay people, and it's all a bunch of whitewashed movies.
Oh yeah,
so everyone is going buck as fuck on her because she made these comments. Listen, here's what I'm just going to look in the camera. I'm going to talk right to you, Candace.
Candace Cameron.
Now, you don't know Full House, which I wish you did.
Cam, listen.
You were DJ Tanner. You were the chubby one.
Don't believe her, Dad.
Steph, you pinky swore.
I don't care. I don't want you to get sick. Dad, I know why DJ's acting so cranky and why she got dizzy today. She hasn't eaten anything in 3 days.
You're also like partially lesbian in my opinion, but
nothing is going on. I'm going to Kimmy's for dinner.
That's neither here nor there. We rooted for you. We wanted you to lose weight. Okay, during those episodes where you were having an eating disorder, we cared.
I can't. I'm finally starting to lose weight. I'm the one that has to wear the bathing suit next week. It's my life, and I can do whatever I want. You don't understand. I don't like the way I look. I want to look like these models. Will show me one girl in here with this round face and these Charlie Brown cheeks.
We cared about the fact that you had some dumb boyfriend named Steve. Okay, we went through all these trials and tribulations with you, and now
I was rooting for you.
We were rooting for you, Candace Cameron Bure. Even your Stephanie Tanner, which is Jodie Sweetin. Do you know who that is? How do you not?
I didn't watch the show. I did not watch the.
Well, Jodie Sweetin was the little sister on the show.
Some of them dead?
No. Oh, Bob Saget is.
Oh, Bob's dead. That's unfortunate. What was he? The dad? The uncle? I don't even know.
What's crazy about Bob Saget is he was like the dad that was so squeaky clean and like prim and proper. In real life, he was the dirtiest comedian you could ever fucking run into for a long time.
I know. I loved Bob
like
Saget.
A perv. Like,
yeah, lots of drugs.
Big dick.
Big.
So anyway, I just want to say I hate her. And I think it's really fucking rude. Like, just come out and say it. You just want heterosexuals on your network.
It's not traditional.
But I really think
you just like heterosexuals. That's fine.
But also, I think it's just really ironic that you want traditional
and
values, but 50% of those end in divorce.
Yeah.
20% of those have a mistress involved.
It's like, what exactly is traditional about marriage in this country?
So you just want heterosexual. That's what you want.
Yeah, it's not traditional marriage. It's you want heterosexual marriage.
Because let me tell you, as much as we talk shit about our partners, we're both in very happy relationships as gay people. And we're pretty traditional.
It's pretty rare.
Like, do you see this fucking house? Do you see our houses? We have like normal couches,
normal
jobs,
couches.
Normal lives. Like, we're pretty traditional.
Dogs. We have dogs even.
We have dogs. We have bird clocks. I mean,
we have
Jesus
terrible
fuck.
sex lives. Like, what could be more traditional than this?
We just want to cheat all the time.
Like, it's traditional marriage. We have traditional
in a traditional marriage. Well,
with each other.
So that's what I want to say to her is fuck you and take your little traditional shit and shove it up your ass. Because again, you weren't even the cute one in Full House, but everybody really rooted for you. We rooted for you.
So basically, one of your childhood heroes is really turned agast you.
Well, I used to like Full House.
Yeah, it's a big loss for you.
And you wanted to support DJ because she was the fat sister. She wasn't the cool sister. She was the older sister. She was kind of a bitch.
Oh.
You really wanted to support her. She had to support the family. She was the oldest one. La la la.
Oh, did she have to go to work to get money?
No, but like she was the oldest daughter, so like she had a younger sister, and then fucking the Olsen twin girls.
Was just one of them on the show, or the twins?
Yeah, which is really weird. You're just one of them, but they both were actors at it.
I always thought it was both of them were in it at the same time, but they really just swapped out the girls to be like
one would have one scene, the next one would have the next scene,
and no one knew which one was which during it.
And it's really bizarre. And then they came out with all this like they're rich as fuck, and they're problematic. In the same vein of like, traditional marriage,
losing your childhood hero.
No, traditional marriage more than anything.
Okay,
this video that I'm about to show you is real. The motherfuckers are going crazy. Okay. Like there is a new dating platform for conservatives. So the conservatives are taking all this in their own hands. So they're gonna have their own network and now they're gonna have their own.
What are you looking for in a partner?
They just have to be a conservative. Definitely someone that wants to have kids. I like an independent man. Personally, I like the alpha male vibe. I want a man who really loves his family. Definitely someone whose faith is important to them. For me, it's someone who actually wants to meet my parents.
Why do you want to date a conservative?
For me, at least I know that we're going to start off with some shared values. Well, the conservative men I've dated at least know how to treat me like a woman.
In my personal experience, conservative guys have better manners.
I like that they understand their role in a relationship as a man. I just prefer my men to be masculine.
What's the biggest red flag?
I love this shit.
A Democrat. No Democrats. A Democrat. Can't be a Democrat. A Democrat. That's easy. A Democrat. No Democrats. So no.
That poor one. She's never going to get one.
Now, I don't know if this is real.
Is this like, that seemed like a parody.
It did, but it also.
He has a role in the relationship as a man.
I think we should make our own parody video of that. But
yeah,
if that's real, honey, I'm scared for the world. I want a real man.
And the thing is, the conservative men are the ones most likely to cheat on you with another man.
And I don't want to be the one to say it, but we're going to say it.
We're going to have to.
We're going to have to say it. Your man is cheating on you, and now that he knows about Grindr, you're fucked. You should have brought this out a little bit.
I want a conservative man.
Think about Lindsey Graham.
You don't.
Do you really want a Lindsey Graham?
Do you want a Lindsey Graham? Because I've had Lindsey Graham. You don't want him.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
There's been no proof.
There's no proof. That's not a real statement. That could have been a lie.
Other than those freckles on his taint.
Yeah, it's just interesting that's like, you didn't hear anything there. What they want in a man, what they want, what they're looking for.
They're looking for.
I want him to treat me like a woman. Well, are you a woman? I mean, I guess whoever you date should treat you as you are, I guess. I want someone who's a man. Yeah, you already said that's a quality you're looking for, a man. So, okay. I didn't hear anything about what they're actually looking for. Someone who wants to meet my parents.
Not a Democrat.
That is a low bar. Like, if they want to meet your parents or not. Like, why is that? That should not be something on your list.
And I'm going to be honest with you. Most conservative men that I have known in my life.
Stunted.
Are the worst.
Yeah, stunted, awful. They don't know what they're doing.
Chipped teeth. Bad toes.
BPH. Bad pubic hair.
Bad pubic hair. Bad.
Yeah, honestly, I was like, the conservatives are the ones where I'm like, do you need tips on grooming? Like the eyebrows, you have a unibrow, you got some issues here that like, it's okay.
We'll help you.
It's okay to trim.
Just let us see your dick.
Well, we don't have to ask them.
No.
I mean, and that's the thing is
we're not conservative.
I went to a very conservative university and lots of gays there that aren't really gay because they're conservative. Yeah, it was like weekend after weekend.
Well-
I'm hooking up with conservative men, and then they have a girlfriend. I find out the next week. I'd be like, "Oh, you have a girlfriend." So I was like constantly cycling through these conservative men who had girlfriends.
Now, do
That was my
conservative men soak? Do you know what soak is?
In a bathtub?
No. This brings me to my next topic.
Oh no.
The Mormons. Let me fucking tell you what I found out today.
Because I love anything to do with Mormons. It's hilarious.
They do this thing called soaking. Google it. You can look it up. Look it on TikTok. Look it up. Usually it's the adolescents and or the like younger people in the community, the unmarried. They're not allowed to have sex. So sex to them isn't the actual dick into a vagina. Sex is actually like thrusting. So what they do is they insert the penis and don't thrust. They soak it in the puss. And the other part of this, part 2, then their friends jump on the bed to move them around so they can get off without having sex. I swear.
Young Mormons, usually like teenage to college student kind of age, are very sexually repressed. Because obviously they're not allowed to touch themselves. They're not allowed to look at anything sexual. They're not allowed to even like hug or kiss anybody for an extended period of time. But sometimes it gets to a point where they just can't help themselves. So soaking is a thing that happens. And that is basically where the boy puts his penis inside the girl and then they just hold still. No thrusting, because that would be sex. But if you put it in and you just sit there and don't move, it doesn't count. It sounds like I'm making that up, but I promise you that is a thing that happens in Provo, Utah every day.
I'm gonna fucking lose it.
I mean, I am not fucking
This
kidding.
is so much effort.
It's so...
Like you're basically having group sex to have regular sex.
It is fucking real.
That's amazing.
So like...
I want to try it.
I kind of...
I'm like, actually, can
Just
someone
lay
else?
my dick, just let my dick... I don't want to...
Because then I don't have to do any work.
Now, there's another thing called bed something. That's the bed jumpers or bed... Those are the people that help shake the bed. So like kind of...
I want you jumping, honey.
Yeah, honey. Honey, you want a crease in your bed?
One jump from you is like 3 good thrusts.
Honestly, because the reverb.
Yeah,
you'll be
you
like,
want...
boom, boom. But can you imagine the conversation that you have to have with that said partner, your Mormon partner, that says, Hi, can you just stick it in me, but don't move. Don't move. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Oh, I'm soaking.
Oh, God, I'm so...
Oh, I could feel the walls of your vagina.
Oh, fuck. I want to soak you, babe. Oh, can we soak tonight? No. Can you just, again...
And then what? But then they get pregnant, and it's like, well, how did you get pregnant? It's like, well, it was a virgin birth because I didn't have sex.
I mean, can you imagine,
it's
at the college, like, the professor's like, ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem here at the university. We found out you guys are soaking, and we found out that that's against the law. The Lord says don't soak.
The Lord says no soaking.
No sex, but soak. I need to... We're going to do
I'm processing. I'm trying to figure out.
When I heard it today, I go...
Like, how did that slip under the radar? Like, how did that be allowed?
And it's clearly known. Mormons are really horny people.
Well, this is like
sad.
some Catholic girls would only do anal. Because they said it's like, it's not sex. If it's in the asshole, it's not sex. If it's in the vagina, then it's sex. So
but if a gay guy does asshole play, then
now they're going to hell.
Got it.
So
Got it.
Assholes are allowed in certain situations.
If you're straight, you can use your asshole.
And it's not
gay?
sex. If you're gay, it's a sin.
Yeah.
This is, our world is, we
just did like a full circle of all the crazies, and
yep, and we're back.
We had Magma or whatever his new thing is.
Yeah.
We have, DJ Tanner from Mormons to the eyes on the sparrow, and he's watching me.
Wow.
Sundries.
I've got a sundry.
I know, because your sundries are the bomb diggity.
Here's one thing I've been worrying about. So I read this report that people who've had COVID are more likely to have a seizure in the first 6 months after having COVID. And so I'm just kind of waiting for you to fake another seizure. And I'm concerned. I'm like, where are we going to be? What are we going to be doing that he doesn't want to do for Bobby to be like,
all I'm going to have to do is just do a little shake. Not on the couch because I don't want to prevent a dent.
Can we not?
You're already worried about this right here. It's like I'm totally
done. It's done.
It's not done,
It's
but
done.
it'll bounce back. But it's gonna be
After
rough.
45 minutes under Bobby, it's done.
I'm sorry. It's so rude.
Yeah, I
being
know.
me.
It is.
I'm rude.
You can't help it.
So
dents are allowed.
Continue on.
Dent in my heart. You've made a dent in my heart. His eyes are on the dent, and his eyes are on my heart.
Let's soak it up, the Lord.
Actually, I have a sundry about Christian music. You just fucking brought this back. So I knew these girls who were like extremely awkward and weird in middle school and junior high. And
as one is.
I rode the bus with them because they were like from the neighborhood
Definitely
over.
had braces and a headgear.
They had braces.
Headgear, so? Or like a turnkey. Have you ever seen
They did. They had the spacer. Yes, they did have a spacer. One of them did.
Widen those mouths.
And so we would ride the bus. And one day I was like, hey, what do you listen to on the bus every day? This is back when you had like the CD player and it had like the anti-skip.
Oh, fuck.
And it'd be like, you could like shake
it for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And you're like, it won't
fucking skip.
So she let me listen. And I was like, this sounds like, is that Green Day? Or I was like, this sounds like, no. She tells me it's not Green Day, but it sounds just like them, but it's Christian. And I was like, wait, what do you mean?
Lifehouse.
She goes, I only listen to Christian music. I think it was Lifehouse probably. She's like, I only listen to Christian music. And I'm like, and then she goes, yeah, I mean, the good thing about Christian music is there's like every genre. It's just that it's Christian. So she starts playing me like other rock songs.
Have you
She
seen
played
that
me like
Christian rap?
R&B, rap. And it's Christian. So they literally just copy a pop song, but then they put Christian lyrics in it.
It's so bad.
I wanted to, I was like,
because there was a video that I saw that I was like, this is so fucking weird. It was about masturbation, but he was a Christian rapper. And I'm like, I just don't understand these Christians.
Could have been records like Drewski. I'm young, white, and rapping for the Lord. Who's he? For real. Shoulda never asked. They think I'ma sell my soul. Never that. No. What you gon' do when you older? I ain't guessing rap. Took a lot of L's, that's where the lesson's at. Yeah, that boy is blessed in fact.
Like 10 seconds and see if you like it. Power in his name, I'm so thankful that he saved me. Jesus was hated, so I know they gon' hate me. Yeah, he made me 101, you can't replace me. Temporary world, only God can sustain me. Yeah, my whole life changed, that's the main theme.
what in the caucasity is that? Because we just took a primarily black genre of music, turned it white, but then had to kick it up a notch and make it even more white by turning it into Christian rap.
But
I mean, this is just
but
like,
also point blank
this
period.
is
Jesus was
like-
not white either. So.
I know there's so many problems here that like, do they not see the problem? But why don't they see the problem? That's my question.
Because when you question the Lord, you're questioning your faith. And if you question your faith, you're going to hell. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. I really feel sorry for people.
This is a great sundry.
It's a great sundry.
You're welcome.
It's a great one. It was great. Again, you are bringing the heat with the sundries. Like you don't mind not have any topics the whole time.
I have 0 topics, but I have
that
sundries.
sundry, you come in hot. Now I don't really have a sundry. I had a moment, and it's another song situation. I need to know if you know this song.
Okay.
Because I'm going to sing it. And I don't know if you know it. Okay, here's the backstory. So I saw a TikTok that said, like, listen to your 13-year-old, the year that you were 13, listen to the top hits.
Okay.
This is how you can meet your inner child.
Oh, okay.
Because that's when you started feeling like emotions and stuff. So I started playing songs. Well, I found a song.
I don't want you to cry, though.
I'm not.
Okay.
Do you know this song?
What we gonna do right here is go back.
Way back.
Back into time.
It sounds familiar.
No, baby, no, baby, no, baby.
If you take your love away from me.
Nope.
Crazy. I was in the car today.
It's something from Georgia. Like I
think I was singing that too. Like a lot. Like you don't even know.
It's gotta be a southern.
You don't even know half the fucking rappers out there.
Yeah, that's that southern.
She can suck a ding dong all day, all night, all evening. When she says she's never done it, she says she's never tried. She's sitting there telling a motherfucking lie and say, how many licks does it take to make my dick spit? Well, how many licks does it take to...
Kilo Ali. Never heard of him.
Nope.
So anyway, I had a moment in the car though where it was like, I got.
So you heard? Did it just like come on, or did you?
Yeah. So I had it on like this like 97, I think when I was 13.
That's okay. And that was a choice. So
I was like, okay, I'm going to put on like the hits from that time. And also I realized though, and it's kind of crazy. I'm not trying to like, we're ending this, but
yeah.
Like they were like, do your 13-year-old songs because you're emotional.
Oh yeah.
One of the songs that came on was the P. Diddy, I'll be missing you.
Oh yeah, I like that.
But it's the P. Diddy version. You know one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I remember.
So
I loved that song.
But what memory triggered right away? You don't know. I'm going to tell you. My grandmother's death. The first person that's ever died in my family, in my life.
Oh, you like
so
listened to that song.
So and then I was like, oh my God. I think maybe that's why I'm kind of fucked up.
Because of P.
I had
Diddy?
the first death I ever had was at a very vulnerable time in my life. I was like a freshman. I don't know. But why would I think that right away? Do you know what I'm saying?
Grandma's death.
Obviously it's trauma for me.
Not trauma, just association.
No, it is trauma.
It's a song about losing someone and you lost your grandma. So you like listen to that song and we're like, this could be about me and my grandma.
And there's two things about my grandma.
That's not trauma.
No, but it's like
I have songs that I associate with my grandpa's death because I listened to this Sufjan Stevens album over and over around the time he died.
Isn't that so weird how music does that?
Yeah, but it's not like it was not bad.
There's only a few things that, this is the last thing I'm going to say. My father made me show my grandmother as she's dying of cancer. Our last time seeing her, do you remember when people would do?
Yes.
And it's suck it.
Yep. What?
He made me show her because they were watching football and the guy goes, and I go, oh, and of course I'm 13, so or 12, so I'm like an idiot.
Yeah.
And my dad's like, why don't you show her what it is? And it's like, I said, it's suck it, but I didn't even, I did not even know what that.
You
like
sent
I was
her out with that memory.
Yeah. And then the other thing that I think of is my grandfather sitting there in front of her casket, and I was like petrified to go up there. And I was like standing kind of close, but not close enough for him because he was like, aren't you going to say goodbye to your grandmother? So these are the traumas that I remember. P. Diddy playing, me remembering just a month earlier that I showed her what suck it is, and my grandfather basically wanting me to say goodbye to my dead grandmother's body that was in front of me. And I was not, like, the body's here and I was right here, and he wanted me to go up and fucking kneel.
Oh, you had to, like, in front of the body. That's an old Catholic thing.
I'm done with it. It's
a lot
gross.
of people, like, they don't do that, though. Like, they don't make you go up to the body.
My grandfather was, like, he's like, aren't you going to say, I'm like, what do you mean, aren't I going to say bye? She gone. She gone. And we're gone. Thank you for listening to another episode of Not Well. Make sure you subscribe and make sure that you
listen
and just like, yeah.
And make sure you're doing well, though.
Yeah, make sure and send us your dick pics.
Yeah. Because, like, I feel like we're not getting as many. Incredible.
It's incredible, guys. It's incredible.
I feel touched.
You should. Touched by an angel. Okay. Well, this has been another episode. Thank you very much. I'm Bobby.
I'm Jack.
Goodbye.